New at 4, Arrowhead Stadium could soon be home to the state's newest mass vaccination site. Governor Mike Parson says the state is in the early stages of setting up an event at the complex. He says the event would be coordinated by the Missouri National Guard. Parson also says the state would use the new Johnson & Johnson vaccine to protect 6,000 people a day. And there's more breaking COVID news. President Biden says there will be enough doses of the COVID-19 vaccine for all U.S. adults to get vaccinated by the end of May. That's 2 months earlier than anticipated. President Biden says this is possible because of a partnership between Johnson & Johnson and Merck. The two companies will help manufacture Johnson & Johnson's coronavirus vaccine. Merck is expected to dedicate 2 of its facilities to that effort. Rollout of the Johnson & Johnson coronavirus vaccine is happening fast. Kansas Health Secretary Dr. Lee Norman told doctors at the University of Kansas Health System, after delays caused by weather last month, shipments of all 3 vaccines are now back on track.
The J&J, we're going to get 23,400 doses this week. We're handling it as the third, the third weapon in the arsenal against the COVID virus.
Dr. Norman says he doesn't expect the next shipment of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine to come now until March 23rd. In Missouri, the state says most of first Johnson & Johnson vaccine shipments are going to community providers, but not many are in the Kansas City area. As KMBC 9's Michael Mahoney reports this afternoon, Governor Parson is vigorously defending the vaccine distribution.
Parson visited the Northland Business and Education Alliance on Tuesday. Monday, the state says 50,000 doses of the new single-shot Johnson & Johnson vaccine are coming, and 35,000 of them are going to community providers.
Yeah, I think we're going to be targeting more areas that we haven't been in before, whether those be healthcare centers, whether those be more pharmacies.
The list attached to the news release only mentions a few Kansas City area facilities and only for the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines. Demand continues to outpace supply. The state's COVID website says Missouri is not getting as much vaccine as being requested from vaccinators. And Parson suggests that number is not the real total.
You've got to look and see what CVS is doing, what Walgreens is doing, what FQHC is doing, what the federal vaccine is coming. I'm telling you, everybody wants more vaccine. I get that.
Some supplies are going to pharmacies that are not included in the state supply number. And distribution may change soon when the third tier starts, which includes teachers and others.
So when we move on March the 15th and you go to utility workers or teachers, for example, then that model will probably more than likely change to where we put it to more areas where they can get to a little easier.
So in Clay County, Governor Mike Parson defending his vaccine allocations. Michael Mahoney, KMBC 9 News.
In Wyandotte County, Kansas, people 85 and older can now get a COVID-19 vaccine without an appointment. The unified government now has walk-in clinics at multiple locations. Residents can come in anytime Monday through Friday from 9 to 3. Now, they must have an ID showing proof of their age and something that shows proof of their address. Across the state line, the Platte County Health Department is holding its first mass vaccination site. It's at a privately owned warehouse off 41st Street in Riverside. KMBC 9's Kelly Gibbs was there as the first shots were given out. Kelly?
That's right, Kelly. Well, today, 400 vaccinations were set to be given out here, which did happen. Tomorrow, that number's 400, and then on Thursday, it's 500. Now, all told, the county is set to administer 1,600 doses. That includes first and second doses of the vaccine, which is the same number or close to it as the number of vaccinations the county's administered altogether since the end of January. So this is a substantial push in the vaccination effort. This 120,000 square foot warehouse where a majority of these shots are being administered is donated space by the company North Point Development, a facility helping to make this effort run smoothly.
A lot of folks are super excited, to get the vaccine. Some have even been in tears when they've left just to finally get here, to get a vaccine. But really, I've tried to visit with people that are waiting in line. The wait was much smaller than what they anticipated, so that makes us feel good.
Now, she also adds that they have the capacity to vaccinate at least 100 times the amount of residents they saw today in each individual day. And so she's hoping that supply catches up with demand in the weeks ahead. Reporting in Platte County, Kelly Gibbs, KMBC 9 News.